This recording is for members of Kitsap Lake Baptist Church or people that regularly attend. We're glad you're here. I'm glad you're doing this and paying attention. You know, we continue to grow and learn during this time, and a part of that process is experimenting with different things, from what produces better audio and video recordings to how we try to minister to one another and be the hands and feet of Jesus in our communities. All of us need to stay engaged, stay involved. One thing you can do right now is help us with trying to get an idea of how many people actually view the online worship service. We can always see how many views a particular YouTube video has had, but that doesn't tell us how many people, how many individuals and families have been involved and have set aside the time to listen to God's Word. So would you do this? Send an email to the office. You can see the email address right there, with how many are watching at your location. Just that much. Identify yourself. This is so-and-so. We have this many of us. If you'd like to put the names down, that would be great. Also, are you doing anything in addition, such as listening to worship music or singing worship songs together? Maybe if you're a larger group of 4 or more, you're taking an offering even and asking God to bless that, and then you're going to send it in. Let us know. And can we help each other to do this? Do you have ways that we can help each other? Let us know that. Now, regarding music for our online services, not only are there copyright laws that keep us from recording and presenting a lot of the worship music, but it really isn't even necessary because it's already there for you. Just do a search on YouTube. You see this slide, your screen might have looked something like this as you were coming to this recording. And you see this place that's circled up the top. Just enter some keywords there that describe the kind of music that brings you into the presence of God and helps you to worship. Normally, when we come together, the music is selected for you and we all sing the same thing, and that's a good thing. There's a great strength in worshiping God together, singing the same things. But here in your home, you can pick whatever kind of music best brings you into the presence of God and helps you to worship. You might enter just the words Christian music or hymns or contemporary Christian music, or perhaps, I don't know, maybe bluegrass gospel music, if that's what connects you to God in worship. And then listen and sing and worship with these songs. This recording, or the recording of our worship service, will still be here when you're ready, and then you can be a part of that. Now, another way you can participate. We already know they don't want us going anywhere at this time, but we still would like to involve others in these worship services. If you'd be willing to lead in a prayer, or if you have an announcement you would like included, send an email to the office or to me. If you believe God is leading you to present an offering of music, sing a solo or instrumental music that is of praise to God, let us know and we'll probably direct you through the appropriate person. You know, we're working on doing more and involving more people, but we're also working to go through the right steps. We have elected leaders and plan to keep using them for God's work, even though it's in new ways. Now, a word about making a video recording that we can use. You'll need to do it yourself or have a family member do it. We can't come and do this for you. But you can use your cell phone or laptop or desktop or a tablet, whatever has a camera in it that will record videos. And then you can email that to us, email it to me, or we can meet somewhere and transfer it using a thumb drive. By the way, when you record, use landscape mode, not portrait mode. What that means is make it wide. Turn your phone sideways like this and record, and instead of doing it like this. This is the kind of recording we will use, not this kind. Okay? Now, regarding the offering things, this is our third week of not meeting together at the building. But we still have bills that come due. We have payroll that needs to be met. We have ministries that require funding. We even have some new experiences because this way of worshiping together requires resources that we've not needed before. We've ordered lighting so that we won't have just shadows on my face and things like that. And we might even need to get a camera. We're not sure of all that's needed, but we still have financial needs. And the tithe is still the Lord's. And we still worship Him by returning His tithe and giving our offerings. We may, by this time, have online giving. Have someone working on a new web page for us. And the intent is to have online giving. What that means is there'll be a button there you can just click on, and then you follow the steps and you can do your offerings and the tithes through that, and it'll go right to the church's account. You can also mail it to the church office, Kitsap Lake Baptist Church, 5802 Wilmot Street, Bremerton, Washington, 98312. You might also need envelopes that are already addressed to the church. Some people don't have envelopes because everything's done online for them. If you need envelopes like that, and we've already had the request and taken care of it for one family, just ask for pre-addressed envelopes. If you need stamps for them, ask that they have stamps on them already, and we'll do that. We're going to trust you to use integrity and not to take envelopes we mail you and use them for other purposes, but use them to send in God's tithe and your offerings. Now, you should also be receiving an email or letter soon that explains how we're working to connect through existing groups, Sunday school classes, and that we're placing those who are not currently active in a Sunday school class, we're placing them into a group with the intent of everyone being connected so that needs can be met. Because we're not going to stop ministering. We're not going to stop serving. We're not going to stop living for Jesus and telling others about Him. If a person has a need in your group, then your group would want to work together to meet that need. And if you're unable to do it, contact your deacon. You'll be knowing who your deacon is. Until then, if you don't know who your deacon is, contact the church office through email. By the way, if you call the church office, you can leave a message, but just know that those might only be checked 1 to 3 times a week at the most, because the offices are now in homes and we can't take the church phone with us. And if a person gives their life to Jesus, we're still going to disciple them. We will baptize them. We'll link them with a person or a group that will support them and help them grow. We're going to continue to make announcements and adjustments as needed regarding scheduled events and when we can come together again physically for worship and fellowship. I'm hoping to be able to record a brief message for both Maundy, Thursday and Good Friday of this week. That's my intent. But again, this is all new to us. It's all something we're not making up, but it is brand new to us. But that is my intent. I hope you'll check to see if that's done. We'll try to get word out through email as well. Again, for small groups, this could be a small group meeting, Bible study. It could be a team meeting. It could be to chat or whatever. The Zoom app is being widely used all over by churches everywhere. It's very safe. There are some settings you want to do, and if you want to know what those settings are, you want to make sure people from the outside can't get in and put things in there that you don't want in there. So you just want to use the right settings, and you can be guided through that. You can download that app, Zoom, Z-O-O-M, to your smartphone. Now, remember, you can reach Donna Owens, our administrative assistant, by emailing the office because she'll check that at home, or call her on the cell phone. Thank you for paying attention to these announcements. Didn't want to include them in the worship service part. Wanted to limit that to really just worship time. But thank you for listening to these. Share them with others as well. Have a great day.